Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt Brady here. I've decided to do some of the semifinals workouts. I'm going to be kicking things off with event number four. So if you're not sure, we'll just get started here. Three, two, one, go. If you're not sure what the workout is, it's a 400-meter row followed by 96-foot handstand walk, then a 600-meter row followed by 120-foot handstand walk, and then an 800-meter row followed by 72-foot handstand walk. And so the way we've set this up is essentially you're going to do a 48-foot handstand walk out, 48 feet back. You're going to do your next row. You're going to do 60 feet out, 60 feet back, and then you're going to do your last row, and then you're going to do basically 72 feet for the finish. We thought this is how they're probably going to set it up at semis because we know they have 72 feet of floor space because of the lunge on day three. So we figured this was the best way. We're not 100% sure if they're going to have an obstacle or require a pirouette of some sort, but this is the way we've set it up for today. Is just kind of a run through. I'm not going to semis, but I'm helping some athletes test some of the workouts leading into semifinals. So strategy for me on this workout, I was planning on holding a 143 on the row, pretty much across the board. After I kind of settled in on the first row, I was around more of like a 140, 141. You can see I got off the row there at around 123 and got right to my handstand walk. I knew this was going to get a little bit grippy and tough on kind of the last handstand walk, so I saved a little bit in the tank for that, but I wanted to keep all my handstand walks unbroken. So I just finished 48 feet, and now I'm doing 48 feet to come back for that second 600-meter row. Was pretty excited when I saw this workout. You'll see Jay jump in there and reset my screen. Thanks, Jay. But yeah, when I saw this workout, I was pretty excited. I thought it was a really good design. I actually kind of hope they don't have any obstacles because it makes the row more meaningful and you can really start to push the pace on the row. Whereas if you start to put in some obstacles like a handstand walk ramp or a bunch of pirouettes, people are going to just row a little bit slower. And I like the fact that this is weighted to being a rowing workout if you're efficient in your handstand walking. So just jumping on the second 600-meter row here. As you can see on my screen there, I'm holding around a 142. I think I kind of pick up the pace on that as I go a little bit deeper into the workout, into this row. One thing I did notice coming back from the handstand walk, your grip definitely gets a little bit lit up coming off that handstand walk, maybe a little bit of shoulder fatigue. But as the row goes on, your fatigue goes away. And I think you just really need to trust that. You can hold a pretty aggressive pace on the row and your shoulders will come back in time for that next, that handstand walk. So that was, something I just tried to trust that they were going to come back. And I did want to just talk about why I'm doing these workouts. So as I mentioned, I'm helping a few local semifinals athletes kind of get ready. And hopefully these videos can help some other athletes that are preparing, just get a benchmark time, look at kind of how I did it, what paces I held, just to kind of gauge what a semifinals athlete would be looking to do on this workout. This workout's definitely a strength of mine. I am quite a good rower. I'm fairly proficient in handstand walking, especially when there's not crazy obstacles and things like that. So I figured on this workout I would be able to do all the handstand walks unbroken as long as I didn't go balls to the wall on the rower. So I'm heading into my 120-foot handstand walk here. So I'm doing 60 feet and then 60 feet back. A little bit slow coming off the row on that handstand walk, but I pick up the pace a little bit as I move along here. Just getting to that 60 feet line. Kick down. I took a few seconds here to shake out the arms, not rush anything, probably go to 5-second break and then start to head back. As I mentioned, I think that last handstand walk, you're going to see maybe a few people trip up if they were going too fast on these earlier ones. So just getting back into that last row. So at about the 5 minute mark, I'm heading into that 800-meter row, which, will take me around 2:45-ish to complete. And again, here I'm settling into a 1:41, 1:42 pace. Now in hindsight, coming out of this workout, looking back, I think you can be a little bit more aggressive on this last row. I think after the workout, and it's always easier to say this once the workout's done, but after the workout, I think I could have probably held like a 1:38, 1:39 here and really pushed the pace because you only have 72 feet to finish. So it's your shortest handstand walk. And it was easier than I think it was supposed to be to go unbroken on that last handstand walk. So I, in hindsight, if I was doing it again, I would definitely push the pace on this last row. I think you're going to see a lot of athletes doing that, especially at a live event with a crowd and everything. You're probably going to see athletes pushing like a 1:36, 1:37 pace if they're good at handstand walking. So in hindsight, I think I would push this last row a little more. That being said, my shoulders were pretty lit up for the first 400 meters on this row. And then once I got into the last 400 meters, I pushed the pace on the row, and I was trying to just stick around 140 kind of the whole time. So I knew I was close to the end here. Really like the programming for semifinals this year. I actually thought it was one of their best years yet. It's simple. They cover their bases. There's a lot of MWG programming. You have some completely isolated weightlifting events. You have some MW, so it's a good overall program, and fairly easy and accessible across all the regions. Right? I don't think they have to ship like a massive amount of equipment, which makes a lot of sense for the semifinals level. So just heading into probably the last kind of 150 meters here on the row. I think I get off around 7:45 and then just a straight shot. So we're just doing one length of 72 feet to finish the handstand walk here. So a couple more pulls. Yep, so off the rower, quick shakeout. Arms are definitely feeling a little heavy. And then I wasn't sure how this last handstand walk was going to feel. I wanted to just give it a good push and see if I could stay unbroken. After the first few feet, I knew I was going to make it. So just kept pushing it here. And I come down at 8:15. So in hindsight, I think that would be a pretty competitive score. I think there's probably going to be some people that go sub 8 on that workout for sure. But hopefully this video helps you as you kind of prepare for semifinals. If anyone else wants to give this workout a go, throw your time in the comments. But thanks for joining me today. I will be posting some more workouts in the next few weeks.